I am what I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back from the break, Rams. I am Jared Stratton, here to catch you up on what's going on in CSU and professional athletics. The softball team is coming back to town to play against UNLV this weekend with 3 games scheduled. Last week, the Rams won 2 out of their 3 games against San Jose State, which were all close games, each of which were decided by 3 or less runs. This was borderline uncharacteristic for this team, considering they had been outscoring their opponents by a combined 154 runs over their 26 games. This weekend against UNLV, they are just behind the Rams in almost every single category, despite being in 4th place in the Mountain West. UNLV most recently lost to Fresno State, but swept San Diego State before that, making them an inconsistent team. These games coming up this week will greatly test the UNLV team, and CSU will have to adapt to their skill set. The CSU baseball team is also making some noise by winning 7 out of their last 8 games. Even though the Rams' most recent game was a loss, they were on absolute fire beforehand. They had scored 36 runs against Colorado Mesa in total of 2 games. Yes, you heard that right. They scored over 30 runs in 2 games. It doesn't just stop there, though. In their 2 games before that, they scored almost 20 runs. On the other side of the ball, Blake Burher pitched his shutout with only 2 hits, giving him a Mid-America Pitcher of the Week award. The Rams will look to restart their winning streak in Boulder against the CU Buffs this weekend. The Denver Nuggets barely dodged sliding from the number 2 seed in the West with their final win against Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves took down the Nuggets in the last game of the season last year, eliminating them from the playoffs, which made this a revenge game for the Nuggets. With 4 minutes left in the game, they were down by 11, but then things started to change. They were losing by 2 with less than a minute to go, and then this happened.
Way short, popped out, Murray for the lead! Nuggets lead, 96-95.
The Blue Arrow strikes again, and after that win, the Nuggets are now officially in the 2nd seed with their eyes on the Spurs for the playoffs. Now it's time for my favorite part of the week. It's a 1-minute challenge where I fit in as much sports news as possible in under 1 minute. Let's get that timer started. The NBA world lost 2 greats yesterday in Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade. They both have combined almost 40 years of experience and 4 championships. They will go down as one of the best for their positions. The Nuggets are in the 2nd seed of the playoffs while the Rockets slid to 4th. Magic Johnson stepped down as Lakers GM while the Cavaliers, Grizzlies, and Kings head coaches were all fired. In the NFL, Antonio Brown is still taking shots at Juju Smith-Schuster, even though they were teammates less than a month ago. In the draft, Dwayne Haskins had an interview with John Elway wearing a John Elway jersey. If he falls in the draft, look out for his talents to come to Denver. One person that will apparently not to come to Denver is Josh Rosen. There are reports that the Broncos aren't interested in him, even if he comes available. The LA Chargers are surprisingly looking to first-round quarterbacks to replace Phillip Rivers in the future, and running back Miles Sanders is flying up the draft boards. In the MLB, the Rockies are now in the bottom of the NL West after losing 5 straight games. The Mariners are hitting home runs like crazy instead of home run record, actually, by having a home run every single game so far this season. The top 3 teams in the AL West have all won 6 games straight, including the Mariners, making it one of the strongest divisions in the MLB. Ooh, 5.18, I think that is a new record. All right, well, that's all the sports I have for tonight, but make sure to check collegian.com and follow us on Twitter at sports_CTV. I'm Jared Stratton, but don't leave just yet. Have you ever been on Old Town Road but want a song about it? Lorna Cutt has you covered.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.